Hello, my name is Daniel. So we're here. I'm going to give a quick lesson. Try to do this as quick as I can. I'm going to go over just a few pointers for the preparation of dating and the preparation of marriage. I'm going to try and base this off with, I was at a friend's house and we were talking about over some bells. I haven't worked in some rice with some bells. So we were working with the ton bells. They're about a ton. What you do is you kind of go and water your hay or your alfalfa or whatever. And so you water it, and it grows and it gets a certain length, and then you go in there and you cut it. So as you're cutting it, you get this block here, and it weighs about a ton, and it's got these straps on there, little thin strings. So it's all perky and stuff. So this is it takes time. Like they cut their grass, their hay probably twice a year, right? So my holiness, my life can only make one bell 1 year. Okay, so this is what I get for 1 year, right? So if I live a whole year in holiness, in purity, and righteousness, this is what I make: 1 bell. Okay, now this bell, I'm gonna have a barn. I'm gonna have a barn here. So this is like my little barn here, right? So I'm gonna have my bells here. Can I do? Okay, so this is 1 year, 2 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. This is my spiritual life. This is what I have. When I get married, I'm gonna take one of those bells and I'm gonna put it over here. And whenever we get married, this is what's gonna keep us warm. This is our love. We're gonna get a piece of this bell, and I'm gonna go and burn it. And as I'm burning it, that's our love. Our love is like fire, right? So every now, like this will last us 5 years of love. One of these. But I can only make one a year. When you're married, you can't make any because you're not. What you do make some, but you don't make them for your marriage. You make them for a different procedure in your marriage, right? When I'm a bachelor, I work for me. When I'm married, I don't just work for me. I work for. So right now, as I'm single, I work for this. But when I'm married, I work for something else. We're not getting into that yet. So what we're gonna get into is this year, 5 years. We're gonna take little pieces off. We're gonna have a little fire here. Right, so this is gonna last us 5 years. So this is it. This is I'm born here to the age of however many you get married at the age of 20, right? So you can have 20 times 5 is 100, right? So if you have 20 bells, that's 100 years of marriage, of love, true love, God love, right? Now I have my bell here. This is my bell that I worked on. I decide that I need to ruin this bell here. How can I ruin this bell?
Sex outside of marriage.
Oh my goodness, sex outside of marriage. That would be like what?
Sex.
Premarital?
Sex.
Premarital
sex.
Premarital sex, that's right. Okay, it's not called that. It's called...
Sin.
It's called what?
Sin.
That's right, it's called sin. So what I do with this, I take this is my love, right? This is my me.
Mm-hmm.
I take this, I take it to... Yeah, I can take this to prostitution. I can take this to sex outside of marriage. What I do with this is I grab gas and I pour it. I grab like a 10 barrel. I get an 80 barrel, right? 80 gallons of barrel, right? That's gas. And I pour that in here. How long do you think this will last me? 1, maybe 2 days. That I've worked for a whole year. So if I get that one burned, I begin pulling them out of here. When I get married, how do you think my marriage is going to be? You ever seen people who don't have no love in their marriage, who have no communication, who have no relation, because they have no bells. They have nothing to keep them warm. They have nothing to keep them survive. They have nothing to keep them focused. So this is example 1, which is sin. They're all sin, which is sex outside of marriage, and prostitution or anything that too. Okay, the other one to ruin my bell here. Any other guesses? What about I'm a single guy, I'm a single girl, it's okay for me to watch porn? How does that damage my thing? It's okay because I don't hurt no other girl. I just do it with me though. That you can call that porn. You can call that masturbation. What else? What else can I do with the girl that no matter what we do when we are done, it's not public? Oh, you can tell I've been messing around. Yeah, but she's not pregnant. So as far as everybody knows, you haven't done nothing. I have a boyfriend. I have a girlfriend. Whatever. Porn. It could be something that nobody knows about. Masturbation. What else? What about just having a friend and you give yourself away emotionally? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I know we're just friends, but you really, really like this person, and just talking to them just gets you all, oh my gosh, and send me a picture, and I'll send you one, and you get into this thing. And one thing is friends, but the other thing is where they and what this does is this begins to mold, like it rains on there. What that does is it throws water on your hay, and after a while it begins to mold. There's mold. And this also begins to rotten your stash for your marriage. That's example 1. Let's try example 3. Another way that bells are contaminated. Any other guesses? What? No? Okay. We're going to talk about the quality of your alfalfa, right? Is normally if they cut it open and there's weeds inside. It's not pure then, so you can't sell it as much as you would. So if this got weeds and stuff in it, what do you think are those weeds? Small things that just pop out of nowhere. I'm good. I haven't dated a girl this whole year, 8 months. Bam, all of a sudden I date somebody, bam, I break up with them. This here is what you call rushing into things. I know she's the right one, but God told me I gotta marry you right now. You can marry the right person at the wrong time or marry the wrong person at the right time. So this is like a rush. This is rush. This says, oh my God, I want to do this now. I want to do this now. It's like eating green bananas. You will regurgitate them because everything has a time, a place, a season underneath the heavens. I'm going to go over a verse real quick here. Okay, the way you speak to people and give yourself away emotionally, which we're going to do that for Hebrews. Right here. Can someone read that to me, please? Hebrews 13:5. Hebrews 13:5. Covets. The word covetous means to in Hebrews 13:5. Go ahead.
Keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have, because God has said, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. Yeah.
Okay. In the King James Version, it says, don't speak with covetousness. Now, covetousness means to strongly desire. So we're going to put that one with here, which is rushing into things. We're going to put that one over here. Okay. For it just burns of might instead of lasting fruit. So we're not going to use this we can use it as fire. You can use it as your marriage. Your marriage is a cow. How healthy is your cow? You see some people whose cows are really fat. See, back then, the really rich people would have a cow inside a stall and it wouldn't move and they would just feed it. it would grow so fat that meat would be so perfect. The poor people would have their fat cow, but they'd work it. When it got very old to work or too old to produce, they would kill it. Then, we get that? So, in James, 1:1-3, it says that God doesn't tempt you of evil things. So you can't say God tempted me, God brought this girl to my life, I know she means something to me. That's none of that. So one more thing I'd like to go over. The last part is, to which there's no problem, but when breakup, this rushing here is okay because you're dating the right person, right? But to what you get from rushing is that some girls, when they're dating, they just want to take over your world, not in a controlling way. I want to clean your room. I want to manage your money. I want to help you this. I want to go shopping with you. What they do is they want to go into your world, not control you, but they just want to be there to assist you. Rushing into things, so when they get married, what's the difference? She's already involved in everything. There's no point in it. You know what I mean? Sometimes sex might be the only difference in marriage. Otherwise, it's just a piece of paper. So Gurdington, we're dating. He's getting just a little bit. But when we're married, right, then he'll know how I am. Then he'll know this and that. And when you give yourself away emotionally, and there comes that whack, that axe, that whatever, it breaks, it shatters, it destroys everything. Yeah. To which there is a problem, but when breakup comes in the picture, it could be devastating, or when marriage comes into the house. I've been giving myself emotionally, I've been destroying my bells, I've been this and that, I've been that. Here we go. Now, I want everybody to say this with me. The opposite, immaturity, and incompletion are not acceptable long terms for the soldiers who attend EXPS. Thank you.